Hey, what's up? I'm gonna be going over my last game of the day, just because I've been recording a lot. Um, Noticing that my opponents are starting to play with more cards in the deck. Um, actually, I'm not even gonna. Actually, I might as well show. I was gonna save the deck for a bit of a surprise, but I figured the name was gonna give it away. I am playing against Yubel again, but this time with Flower Princesses. Though it's a different Yubel build. It's not. It doesn't revolve around. Instead of going for the Savage Coliseum, they go for Mound of the Bound Creator, which is pretty nasty in this deck, considering Yubel is level 10. Or I think it might be level 11. I don't remember. Mound of the Bound Creator was protected regardless. So he's gonna grab the Cyber End Dragon. And he's gonna set 2 Call of the Haunteds. So I go for my standard play. So I'm grabbing Turbine. He's gonna go Call of the Haunted, bring out Yubel. Gonna MS. Now this I thought was pretty cool. So he goes Call of the Haunted, and MSTs his own Call of the Haunted to get Yubel's effect off and bring out Terror Incarnate. Which was pretty nasty because he destroys all cards on the field at the end phase. So knowing that he'll continue to destroy stuff, I use Cheer Beam's effect to bring out Talea. And then I go Crane for Dandelion, make another Melier. I do have the Lone Fire in hand, but I'd prefer to save that, especially because of the kind of advantage that I'm going to generate. And I go for Talea. Of course, you never want to attack into Yubel. So I go Lone Fire, bring out Titanial. It's gonna go Lord, double Cyclone. So I don't want him to hit my 1 Sol Morning. So I use Titanial's effect to negate. And he goes Fiendish Chain. But one thing that I was not aware of was that I can use Titanial's effect again and pop Melier to negate the Fiendish, and that probably would have been my best play. But yeah, and then I go Solemn, but sadly I go Solemn to end the chain, and then I'm gonna lose all my cards. Actually I don't lose all my cards just yet, because well, I meant to pause, because I do have the Taleas on the field. Though I am going to use them to overlay into Heliopolis, because I do not want that on the field. So I'm going to pop my Titanial and the Lone Fire I had in hand to hit both. Oh no. What did I pop? Oh, I had Rose Whip in hand. So I discard the 2 cards in hand to hit the Fiendish and the field spell. Though I don't know why I tried to save Titanial, because I don't have another plant to use her effect with. So I'm going to go Mark of the Rose and start smacking my opponent down. Yeah, and then Terror Incarnate will destroy all my cards. And basically at this point we just go Swapsies. Though he's going to... That's pretty mean though. He goes Soul Release and hits all the problem cards and banishes them. I don't know why he banished Melier. I don't know what plays you can do with Melier. I probably would banish the the 2 Lone Fire Blossoms. And, well, yeah, I don't know. It depends, like, what you think the problem cards are. Personally, if you banish Lone Fire Blossoms from a player's deck, those are the biggest problem cards. You only really need to banish 1 Talea, because you can't create a lock unless you're going to play 3 Taleas, which I doubt anyone does. Though honestly, I might actually start doing that, just because I really don't like Marina. Like, every single time I've drawn her, I don't really use her, because her effect is very conditional. Like, she's a nice beat stick monster, I'll give her that, but still. So at this point, I don't want to summon anything, though I will go Debris and this was pretty mean. I go debris to try and get crane. Um, because I figured I can go, what's it called? Like if I can get crane out, I can make Black Rose. And then when he goes to special, his monster, actually, now that I'm looking at this, yeah, I don't know who would get the effects to search out for the ultimate nightmare, but I had torrential set, so I was gonna. So if I got the search, I would be okay because I don't have terror or the ultimate terror in my deck. But if my opponent got the search, then I'd be able to go torrential and destroy it and leave him with an empty field, special junk forward, and poke him for damage. But yeah, so I decided to smack him with Debris Dragon just for annoying me. And he sets the limit reverse, which I thought that was pretty nasty. So I set Call of the Haunted, and we just play Swapsies. But he's going to go Terraforming, search for Mound of the Bound Creator. So I summon Lord Poison at this point, and he brings out Yubel, like further wasting my cards. And this was pretty mean though, because he had Mound of the Bound Creator, but he waited, so that way he could, so now when he plays it, yeah, so now that when he plays it, they won't destroy each other. Or the one won't destroy the other. Transmigration Prophecy, that was mean. Because I'm going to go for another Crane play and target Mathematician, but he's just going to shovel it back into my... Oh, and he's going to shuffle the Phoenix back. So I go Call the Haunted because I really needed something. But I didn't go for Melee, I made Zen Mains. Because I knew Yubel would destroy Zen Mains. And I can use Yubel's effect to target Mound of the Bound Creator. Or, not Yubel's effect, Zen Main's effect. So he's going to MST my Torrential. And then he's going to bring out the Ultimate Nightmare. But because of the way the chain works, I can use Zen Mains to pop his card. And then at this point it's pretty much game. Because Mark the Rose is going to give me his card. And then I can just switch Zen Mains into attack mode and end the game. Though I did make a stupid move. I did, when I was playing, I go into battle phase before switching Zen Mains. But at that point my opponent already quit. And it wouldn't have changed the outcome. His top card was Terraforming. But yeah, you can see I went into battle phase before grabbing Zen Mains, or switching Zen Mains. But yeah, again, it doesn't really matter. That was game. Like, his top card was Terraforming. It's fun seeing Yubel decks, but I can see why nobody really plays them anymore. They are pretty nasty though, especially if you don't have the answer to them. And Mound of the Bound Creator, if you don't get rid of that right away, that gets very nasty very quickly. But yeah, this was actually a fun duel. It made me think a lot, especially considering that it got to the point where I didn't have any plant monsters left in my deck. So making Melee was pointless because to grab Lone Fire, because Lone Fire wasn't going to help me at that point, and it was just like, okay, how do I play around this? But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Until next time.